class, a very pleasant morning to all of you. Today, I, Richa Parekh, am here to further continue with the subject of English grammar for the students of class 6th. My dear students, today we are going to see the writing section of English grammar. Today we are going to study how to write a story. So let's start with the topic, chapter number 36, that is story writing. A story is a description of an event or series of events that leads to a particular outcome. A story will have a plot, characters, and often dialogues. Most stories are imaginary. This is, they talk about the people who actually did not exist and the events that did not occur. However, stories could be a mixture of facts and fictions. Real events can be presented as stories by changing the name of the people and place and the time of the occurrence of the event. So, what is a story? Story is a description, that means a paragraph, a kind of elaboration of an event or the series of an event. That means not only one particular event, but more than one events are occurred all together and presented as a description which leads to a particular outcome, that means a particular purpose. A story will have a plot, characters, and often dialogues, that means it can have more than one characters and often the dialogues between the person which are the characters who are in the story. Most of the stories are imaginary, but some of them can be real. It can be very factual. The real events are presented as stories by changing the name of the people, place, and time of the event on which it occurred. You can attempt to write the story that are purely the creation of your imagination. Otherwise, you may develop a story from a given plot or outlines of the events. This lesson gives you a few examples of the stories developed from outlines. So story writing is something what you write on the basis of your imagination. If you are thinking about a particular thing, you can elaborate it, you can write the same as a part of your imagination, and hence it can turn up to a story. Otherwise, some plots are given, that means the underlines outlines of the event is given. From that you need to make the sentence and you can write the whole story. So this chapter gives you few examples of story writing. So let's see. First, read the outline and grasp the plot. Write out the story in full sentences. So first of all, you need to read the outlines of the entire story, and then you can grasp that what is the main thing which is to be plotted. Write out the story in full sentences. So in the outlines, the things are given in very short. You can write the sentence in your own way and make a full story. Add details like when, where, who, and how. So we need to add the details, the characters which are given in the outline, we need to add the details about them. Add dialogue if required. So if in the story there are more than one or two person, and if you feel that there is something kind of conversation between those characters, you can write the dialogues. Give the story a title. No story starts without a title, so never forget to write a title. Make sure that your story ends well. Rewrite if the plot is not clear. So we need to be sure that the story is ending on a good note. So if it is not like that, we can rewrite the story again if it is not clear. So here the sample one is given. A bird called Bharanda had two heads but one body, got a rare type of berry. First head ate it, said it was delicious. The second head was disappointed, asked why the first head did not share. The first head said that they have a common stomach. The second head found a poisonous blueberry, tried to eat it, make the other head suffer. The first head protested, the second head ate it, Baranda died. So here is an outline in which it is stated, we can imagine the things from the outlines which are given, that there is a bird called Baranda who had two head but only a single body, and it got a rare type. Once upon a time it got a kind of a different berry, therefore the first head took the berry and ate it. He told to the second one that the berry was very delicious. So at that time as he heard that the berry was delicious, the second head got disappointed and asked him that why he did not share the berry. So the first head told that it said that they have a common stomach, and by this the second head was very disappointed. So one fine day when the second head found a poisonous blueberry, he tried to eat and make the other head suffer. So after finding the poisonous berry, the second head was thinking that he would eat the poisonous berry and make the first head suffer. By this, the first head protested not to eat the berry, but the second head did not listen to the first head and ate the berry. So at last, Baranda died. So this is how the second head ate the berry and made the both the heads suffer, and at last the bird died. So let's look out to the story, The Bird with Two Heads. Besides a lake, there lived a bird called Baranda. It had two heads but only one body. One day Baranda got a rare type of berry. After eating the tasty fruit, the first head said, "It was so delicious. This berry is from heaven." So here is a conversation between the first head and the second head. Therefore, the dialogue is presented. The second head was disappointed that it did not get the berry. It said, "Why didn't you share it with me if it was so delicious?" The first head replied, "We have a common stomach. So my eating a berry is the same as your eating it." A few days later, the second bird found a poisonous blueberry. He said the other day, you did not give me the share of a tasty berry. Now I am going to eat this poisonous fruit to make you suffer." Though the first head protested, the second head did not listen, and it quickly swallowed the deadly blueberry. Baranda, the bird with two heads, was dead. So this is how, dear students, we write a story. Here is also a second sample of the story which is given to you. So you need to understand the things from the outline itself which is given in your textbook. So do read the outlines and try to make the story on your own from sample story 2. Even though the story is given in the textbook, you can make some necessary changes and write the same. The rest activity part is what we will do in the very next class. So as a part of your homework today, you need to write the first story and the second story in your rough book. No need to write the same in your composition book. So till then, stay at your home and stay safe. Thank you.